So I've been asked so many times in reference to this question: how do I get into coding? How do I get a tech job? How do I learn how to program in this language? Why is everyone telling me to code? So welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to talk to you guys about this because it annoys the heck out of me when people say, just learn how to code. It's gonna solve all the world's problems. And it's a big no. So let's discuss why everyone should not learn how to code. Okay. 3 reasons why everyone should stop saying it, why people should not be listening to this advice, and how to actually understand what it means to get into a tech culture or startup or company or just work in tech in general. Numero 1, find out why you want to code. So why do you want to code? I want a higher salary. I want a better career trajectory. I want to work for a specific company. And those are all like, just stop. A lot of people have never even come into contact with coding or programming, and they're just like, I want to learn how to code. And I'm like, get an introduction first. How about you go online, do like a free course. There are a lot of free courses where you can learn these new skills. Maybe take a YouTube tutorial, download a free text editor, and do a Hello World program. Because if you don't know what it means, you ain't even touched the surface, baby. You haven't even touched the surface. How are you going to talk about you want to learn how to code, and you've never even heard of Hello World? There's critical thinking and problem solving behind it. Some people say that coding is like writing a chapter, whereas programming is creating the entire book. You don't really learn how to write a book until you write a chapter, if that makes sense. So ease your way into it. If you find interest in those things and you're totally amped for it, how about you try a boot camp or taking more advanced courses online? Another reason why you need to learn why you want to code is because what language are you going to learn how to code in? Duh. You don't want to be the person that's learning C++ because you want to learn how to develop a website. You're probably going to need HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and some PHP. And you won't know that until you have more of an understanding of what you want to use this programming language for. Number 2, you either love it or you don't. Because honestly, it's not for the faint of heart. If you haven't gone through this process at least 3 times, I don't believe you. I don't want to hear it, okay? So you've coded something, you found an error, so then you had to debug, and then you resolve it, and now your baby works. It works. It is amazing. Pop champagne, bubbly all day. If you haven't experienced that at least 3 times, I don't want to hear from you. Because there are people who will literally go through the entire process over and over and over again and love it every time. Euphoric feelings like on 100. If you've ever developed some code and you're just like, dang, this sucks, I don't want to do this no more. Regardless, there are different factors as to why your mindset's like that. It ain't for you. If you don't have the stamina to get through it with perseverance and learn along the way, and you're just asking other people for the answer, buck up. So a way to just start the process and really understand whether you love it, like it, or you're just not feeling it is to actually start. Learning how to program is more than just a one-time thing. You are constantly learning and evolving because that's how code works. But one of the bigger things is that it's fun. It's fun. It is fun to a lot of us to solve problems and think critically. Like, that's what a lot of programming experiences are like. You're constantly learning of new ways to do things, being able to transform the way people use technology and computers and just interact in their life in general. It's powerful. It's magical. Numero 3, there are so many pieces that fit into technology. So many. And listen to someone who studied computer information systems. I took classes in networking, human-computer interaction, Java web development, design and analysis of databases and systems. Just learning how to code isn't the end-all be-all. Something that's really important to do is sit back, analyze your interests, your passions, and kind of analyze that against technology. How can it be enhanced by technology? I think that's a bigger question we should be asking. Is not learning how to code, but how can your interests and your passions merge with technology to bring us more life, more energy, more efficiency, more productivity? My startup idea is an educational technology. What thing do you really have passion in and really have interest in that you can merge with technology to make it so much more powerful? I even think about companies like Glossier, which I read an article I think a couple months ago talking about how it's more of a tech company now than it is an e-commerce beauty brand. But be mindful that you can also work with technology and not be like in the tech department. The backbone is technology. You're using technology for your HR, for your financial modeling, for your data analysis, for management of all your employees. You're using technology to some degree. A large conversation that we're having is, how are we using artificial intelligence for the betterment of every company and every space that it can touch? So many different ways to involve tech into it, and it's not just being an engineer or a programmer that you can do that through. Another misconception is that you have to be a programmer to create a startup, and that is completely wrong. You probably need to find someone with more technical knowledge who can actually do that for you, maybe like a CTO or just someone you bring as a contractor, but you don't need to be a programmer to build a tech startup. Oh, this is going to be a bonus because I hate when people say they just want to learn how to develop to work for a specific company. Y'all, please don't do that to your girl. Please don't do that to the kid. That is so frustrating and annoying to hear because there's so many wrong things about that. Why are you going to learn a new skill set to work for a company? Not even a role that you want to switch into. You want to work for the company and that's it. The company has more than just that role. Okay? 2, you're going to spend all this time working on a skill set that other people love it and this is what they're doing. You want to go against them? Sounds like a waste of time if you don't have the same heart. On top of that, how do you understand or have an idea of like what your career trajectory is going to be if you're just trying to go for a company? Because there are a lot of companies you can go to and learn at a smaller scale and actually learn a lot more than if you were to go to one of these bigger fishes, just be a button pusher or something, or someone who's being told just to learn how to memorize. And maybe that's what you want to do. Do you, boo-boo? What you have to realize after sitting down, looking at what skills and interests and passions really fuel you, how it compares and can be merged with technology, and then executing on a plan on how you're going to achieve all of this. Because they need to find out why they want to learn how to code. They need to figure out whether they love it, like it, or ain't feeling it. But most importantly, they need to be able to analyze their passions, their interests, their goals, and see if they align with technology and how. That's it. So yeah, we gonna stop saying you need to learn how to code because you don't. You need to figure out what in technology can you be utilizing for yourself and your career to better your life.